When you are chosen, everything that isn't meant for your path will simply not work. When you are chosen, it will feel like you have a curse over you, like you have a disability when it comes to certain mundane things, because they are not meant for you or your path in this lifetime. And before people think I'm on that, hippy jippy snake oil stuff, hear me out, right? I've always been a high agency individual, a person with, a high level of understanding and competence for their age or whatever. But from a very young age, I realized that things that I deemed normal, I just struggled with, you know what I mean? Like, being obedient in school, even being obedient in church, I struggled with it because I just had a level of just seeing through things. I could just see through it. I could see that this spell that everyone else is in that just makes them blindly comply, I didn't have that and I couldn't pretend. You know what I mean? I am, very blessed. I got all A's, A stars, B and B's in GCSEs, maybe 1C. But whenever it came to being like a normal student, going to go to revision classes or like honing in on certain group projects, I just couldn't do it, no matter how hard I tried, right? And I remember I've never had a job. I had a job for one day when I was like 19, when I dropped out of uni. Even going to uni, I struggled with it. It's not like I just thought, it was actually a struggle for me because it was just like not aligned with me. It's like we just weren't an energetic match. And when I had a job in Iceland for one day, it was like the worst thing ever. It felt like I was put in prison, and I knew inherently that I can't do this. I actually can't do this. But if you ask me to work out, train every single day, run 2 businesses, manage people, all these different suppliers that I'm working with, I can do it. I can do it like it's nothing. I have no education in this to lead, to be a leader, to kind of take on tasks that are deemed impossible by probably most normal people, by society. For some reason, to me, that feels normal. Why? Because I was chosen to do this shit. The things that you're chosen to do will just feel like second nature. They'll just feel like, yeah, this is what I was meant to do. The moment I started training, working out, I was like, oh my God, why? There was something wrong. I was going against my nature. Like, what was I doing? Like, now it's just normal to me. People are like, how? I can go for a night out. I can sleep 2-3 hours. I can still go. I can, take whatever. I can be drunk. I will still go. I'm supposed to do this shit. The life that I'm living, put myself out to the world and share my experiences and how to unlock our true selves, I feel like was my purpose. You know what I mean? I feel like life put me through a lot of hardship, a lot of struggles that I saw other people, my peers, not going through. And now that I've matured, now that I've evolved, I realized that, I needed that. That was needed for my story so that, I can become the person that I need to become, so that I can give the world what is required from me. Remember, we're all a vessel of God put on this earth for different reasons, and it's our responsibility to find that reason and then to live out that reason. I truly feel like I was put on this earth to cultivate a level of self-belief in people, a certain belief in tomorrow, in a better tomorrow, if we put in the work today. You know what I mean? I really feel like I was put here to be the antidote to everything that's going on, which is just like, oh, nothing matters. Let's just be degenerate. Let's just be soft. Let's just, take everything and not give nothing in return. I really feel like I had to go through everything that I did in order to be this resilient person that can draw from experience to then now tell the world, yo, this is what it is. You know what I mean? Everything that's going wrong with the world, this is the answer to it. And if I didn't go through all that stuff, then I wouldn't be me, and then I couldn't do this thing that is my job. I couldn't be the vessel for what I'm supposed to be the vessel for. So when you're going through stuff, like, you gotta flip the script from like, why is this happening to me, to what is this teaching me? What is this shaping me to be, to become? You know what I mean? You gotta make peace of pain. You gotta make pain your friend, and be brave enough to see what is it here to teach you. What is it here to expose? What weakness is it here to expose in me? You know what I mean? So that I can work on it and then give that back to the world. That's what this shit is about. It's about us dealing with our traumas, dealing with, what bothers us, what keeps us up at night, and then giving it back to the world. Because everybody needs something. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand that if you're feeling like you're going through a lot more than, you know, other people do, that your journey is a lot harder, that you don't get the support that other people do, most likely it's because that's your journey. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to learn how to persevere through that. And then once you have the, you know what I mean? You have the stories, you have the gold, you have the code, you then give it back. Everything is for a reason. So when you see that person getting an easy ride, everyone helping them out, this, that, opportunities, this, that, is because that was their journey. What they're meant to be a vessel for might be different. It might be they're meant to be the vessel that shows the world what happens when, you know, people do the right thing and when people collaborate and put other people on. That might be their job. Your job might be what you're supposed to show the world what happens when you get no support, you get no help, and you still make it. You know, just make peace with truth. Stop fighting it. You know, surrender to it and let go, and that's when life really starts to begin. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta just stop being afraid of life, stop being afraid of the pain and make peace of it. Inject the pain and use it as fuel. You know, most of the stuff that I've achieved in this life has come from negative emotions. I've been through more shit probably in this journey of my career. I was talking to somebody about it yesterday, that the shit that I've been through with this career, with loved ones or close ones, if I took myself out of the equation and put most people in here, it would fold. They would fold. It would break them. It would completely break them, and it turn them into one of the people like, oh, you remember that guy, like the guy that had the brands that used to do the jeans and da 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 da. And then you go look them up, and they're just completely just, you know, life has just done a number on them. They got one shot by life. They withdrew from whatever game they're in, and they're just like, yeah, you can just see it on them, like life done a number on them. But nah, I've been through situations that I'll do that to most people, but I'm here better than ever. Why? Because I feel like I'm the vessel that was put here to show people like what happens when you just refuse to die. Motherfuckers, you know, as corny as it sounds, but motherfuckers buried you not knowing that you was a seed. You feel me? I feel like that's what my life is a testament to that thing. I've been through so much shit and I still won't bend. I still won't fold. I still ain't gonna make it turn me into a weirdo. I still ain't gonna make it turn me into a prune that's just all closed up. Like, no, leave me alone. Like, nobody touch me, all paranoid. Nah, I'm still out here. I'm still, you know, chest out, shin to God. And the niggas still can't fuck with me. Still. You know what I mean? I still show love. Like, you still, even look at this year alone, the people around me, the trajectory of how their lives elevated from where it was the year before that. Because I'm just like that, you know what I mean? And I ain't going to let this life shit hard at me. I ain't going to let it turn me into some bitch that's like, oh, yo, I don't trust people, da, 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 da. I'm outside for real. I'm outside for real. I take this shit, I roll with the punches, you know? It's the give and take with this shit. I'm trying to show you like that, yo, life ain't all rosy. Ain't all rosy, right? Ain't all sweet, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, yeah, we are under, just because you think that you're not participating doesn't mean that you now are exempt from power dynamics and power plays and hierarchy, no. It will just mean that you will just get the position that you don't want. It doesn't mean you get to be exempt from it. And I'm telling you, yeah, the life is real, life is dark. Yes, people want to take from you all of that, but still, ain't no reason to do. Still, amidst all of that, it's your responsibility to still keep that light inside of you, to still be upbeat, to, you know, to nurture and feed that inner child and fucking give it to them. It's this sweet spot of like, yo, knowing that the world is fucked up, knowing all this weird shit and dark shit that be happening, and still not letting it let you do. Still being out here like, yeah, what we do? What we finna do? What you wanna do? Who else wants it? Like, let's go. Like, what you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? Throw another one. Bring another challenge. Oh, you got some ox over there? You don't wanna slide me? Come, let's go again. Let's go. I'm Usyk, 16 rounds. My back touches the back rope. We start the round again. You feel me? Nothing's gonna bring me down. Nothing. Why? Because I regulate self. I regulate my own self-value, my own self-esteem, my own character, perception of self. All these things are regulated by myself. So it doesn't matter what's happening around me. I'm regulated by self. You understand me? So it doesn't matter what's happening around the world. I ain't gonna fold. I'm me, regardless of what's happening. And when you're chosen, that's what comes with this shit. That's what you have to be. You know what I'm saying? So never doom, just lock in. Lock in. The greatest thing about this life is that it's just up to you. Whether you make it, whether you fail, it's up to you. Nothing come in between what's already written. It's already written. God's already written it. So what we're going to do? Lock in. Add your philosophy.